There's an insane opportunity right now on BNB Memecoins. So these are ones on the Binance Smart Chain. In this video, I'm going to show you step by step exactly how to fund your account, how to trade these coins, but also what the best strategies are to avoid getting scammed and to make the biggest multiples, because we're going to use volume-based strategies. So firstly, best thing to use to trade is GMGN by miles. So click on the link in the description or the pinned comments. You'll get a discount on fees as well if you use my link. And what you want to do first is fund the account. So if you click on the drop down, you'll see a button that says deposit. So if you click on that, it will then give you your wallet address, and that's what we want to fund. And let me just explain to you, because a lot of you are new, exactly how it works funding these accounts. Some of you will be used to funding Solana accounts or Ethereum accounts. All we're doing is we're using a different blockchain here. So Binance Smart Chain. This is the simplest way to think of it. And all we need to do is buy some BNB. Same way you buy Solana. And all we're doing then is on this particular chain, we're sending it to our wallet, to the GMGN wallet. And wallet addresses are like a string of numbers and letters. And we're just basically sending the BNB there. The same way we would send Solana, for example, on Axiom to our Axiom wallet. So for example, those of you who've used MetaMask before, you'll see on MetaMask on any of your accounts, if you click on tokens and if you click here, you can switch between all of the different networks. So that's Ethereum, and then you've got Binance Smart Chain as well. So once you bought BNB, you basically want to send it, Binance Smart Chain, directly to that same GMGN wallet. Where do you buy it? Loads of places you can do this. You can swap, for example, on MetaMask. You can try and swap with USDT, USDC, etc. You can even swap with Ethereum. Or an easier way is if you're using Binance or Coinbase or Kraken or Bybit or anything like that, you can buy it on that exchange first and then just send it directly into your GMGN account. I have other videos on my channel showing you how to do that step by step in case you're still not sure of that process. When it comes to trading, best way by miles at the moment is click on trending. Don't waste time with the new pairs, in my opinion. You click on trenches here, you've got the new pairs. So you've got brand new here, middle about to migrate, and the third ones that are migrated. You can mess about with these as well. You can play around with filters, nothing wrong with that. But the best way to do some of the safer coins, in my opinion, and swing trade, you can also buy them with a lot more size as well if you want to, if you're an experienced meme coin trader, is click on trending. And what I would suggest you do here is ignore age, market cap and stuff like that for now. You can obviously click on these and you could do highest market cap to lowest. But the best thing to do right now is go for the ones that have the volume. So if you click on 5-minute volume here, you can actually rank it high to low. This helps in a few ways. First of all, it actually rules out a lot of the scams anyway, because nobody's going to be buying millions and millions of a coin and it just be a scam. Sometimes a new pair, that's what happens. People will bundle coins and stuff like that, as I've explained many times on my channel before. And here what you're doing is just open each of these in a new tab. You can see some of these are really new, some of these are really old. Does not matter, because some of the old ones are trending now. And they'll be trending for whatever reason. Somebody made a tweet about it. It's suddenly become popular again, whatever the reason. And by the way, none of these are good memes in terms of like funny or anything like that. That's not why we're buying. We're buying it to make money, same as everybody else. So in a new tab here, these are the only kind of technical indicators you need, in my opinion. For example, this one I did buy and then I actually sold at resistance. But then I was going to make the video and I didn't even bother holding a position. And this ran like nothing to 10 million because it has volume. And so what are the indicators that I add here? I go onto FX, which is indicators, and I click on volume, first one, and the second one, RSI indicator. That's momentum indicator. Now, it's a shame on GMGN you don't get like 5 second or a 10 second, but 15 seconds, fine. Don't do the 1 second. It's just too much noise here. It won't help you in terms of analyzing these indicators, as the volume bars here are not really helping you much. Neither is the RSI. You need it to be smoothed out. This is much more helpful here. So I would stick to the 15 second. And then if you scroll down here, if you want to do some quick extra kind of scam checks, there's loads and loads of things you can do, but so I won't go through all of them. But quickly here, DGen audit, you quickly check. It's not a honeypot. The contracts were announced, but I mean, to be honest, nearly all of the coins are fine there, all green ticks. And if there was anything amiss here or wrong, it would warn you anyway. But a better way to have a look at a few other things is if you look at holders here and have a look at who's funded the account. I've shown you this on Axiom for Solana, for example. Just make sure it's a mixture of exchanges and wallets and different ages as well. It's not people who have just, it's not like a one-day coin where all of the top holders are the same Binance wallet that's funded all of them and they're all holding the exact same amount. But also you can see here the numbers, it's crazy. Like I'm just throwing in like couple of thousand here and there, and it's just doubling and tripling, no problem. So these are literally, I haven't seen days like this on Solana for many months, at least 6 months, if not a year actually. Again, I no idea how long it will last, how long the volume will last, but it doesn't matter. Like, I would say definitely for a short period of time, jump onto here. And some of you have been watching my videos for a while, you're already trading Binance meme coins. But some of you aren't. I'll show you a few basic strategies, and then in the next video I'll probably go into it in a lot more detail. But basically here, what you're looking for is 50% bounces, or if it actually comes on the 15-second in oversold area, that's a good buy opportunity. And you can see these bounces correlated with nice dip buying opportunities. Psychological levels, so mark them off. Horizontal lines, 10 million, 5 million, 1 million, etc. Make sure the volume's consistent. So as we're going up, there should be the same volume, if not more. If you get any next swing higher and the volume's going lower, that's a telltale sign, divergence, that we're probably going to have a sell-off, and that's probably the end of that coin, because many of these won't last that long. Well, I say that, but actually, again, recently I've noticed trading the last few days, actually they have been running a little bit. And you can see, just looking at the age, most of them are new coins, but it's still a mixture. 4 was one that I think was doing well as well. So let's have a look at that. So these slightly older ones, what you want to do is, even on a 5-minute, you can zoom out a little bit more. So let's go into a 1 hourly, and you can kind of see price actions. You can see where it is at the moment. Now the thing is, with the ones that are on much higher market caps, you have to be a little bit careful, because the ROI is not worth it. So you're much better off buying one. My like key zone is anywhere from like 100k, 500k, something like that, all the way up to kind of like 5 million. Even 1 million to 5 million is a really good area to try and make a quick 2x, 3x, and then run, basically. Where here you're making 200-300% obviously, but if you buy this coin now 175 and it struggles and get back to like 250, you're not making anything. You're just making 20-30%. It's not worth it. It's not worth it because of the risk, and it's wasting your time as well, because you'll hold this for ages. Like, this has literally gone sideways for a week or two. Complete waste of time. So think about ROI. Think about return on your investment always when trading anything, especially meme coins, where it has to be worth your while. If you see any charts like this, then obviously, the majority of the time these are scam coins. You can see the phishing 78% here sometimes helps. Top 10 holder, very high, 75%. And if you zoom in here, so you see that where I hover over top 10, you get the clusters there, bubble maps. Again, I've explained this to you guys before, but if you want detail on any specific part of this video, please mention in the comment section below. I'll do a more detailed video about it, because I know strategies are always changing, and I know a lot of you watching are new as well. Some of you have only been trading meme coins for days or weeks. I always assume you guys have been like me here, trading meme coins for years, but it's not always the case. So yeah, just from the chart, you can tell immediately which ones kind of scam ones are. And these you have to be careful with, because the volumes still appear quite high. Now what you can do if you wanted to is you can preference the age. So if you click on age and you're like, I just want to stick with the new ones and get those 1 to 5 million runners, click on the filters here, and you can put maximum. Like, for example, you can put 30 minutes on an hour here if you wanted to. So click apply. You can see these are all new coins, but still sorted by 5-minute volume, and you can see number of transactions here as well. So this generally needs to be high. If you see something like 5 here or 10, then obviously it's a scam coin again. So remember, stick into 15-second, get the chart open, and you can see this ran like crazy as well. So 800, and now it's going through a bit of a sell-off. And it's the volume is the key here, but also dip buying opportunity. Like, you're never going to get anything perfect here, but if this goes into oversold and you're hitting an important psychological level, it's an opportunity. The only concern here is kind of, there was some dip buys that kind of failed. So it would need to really drop all the way to 100, and then there needs to be some renewed interest. The way that's kind of selling off, it doesn't really show that much interest. Notice I'm not talking about the meme at all. We don't care. You don't need to learn Chinese for this. Notice the charts in any language are exactly the same. So stick to the charts, and it will really help you with this. Just have a look at another chart. You don't want to see this. You want to see consistent volume staying around this. Anything that's completely died off, like even this little uptick was just selling volume. So this is like literally zero interest now. So you have to be a little bit careful with that. By the way, as we're doing this video, notice the alert there. Binance launched Binance exclusive tokens. So this is something that people were complaining about on X today, where CZ basically announced this change in the platform in terms of KYC and stuff like that. So you just have to be careful. I mean, when you're using trading bots, a lot of this doesn't matter too much, but it might change a little bit where the attention goes, because attention is very important with meme coins, and the strategies might change a little bit as well. But the chart and the way we analyze the charts, that doesn't really change. Notice again, by the way, these Chinese words, Chinese memes, nobody cares. Stick to the chart. And by the way, this is a good example of what I was saying earlier. You can see where we began and where peak price was as 10 minutes. So that's one strategy, is if you want to get in on the new ones while they're still in an uptrend, you have to get in the first kind of 2 minutes or so. So you'd set that filter up to 2 or 3 minutes max and try and ape in and try and make 2-3x and move on. Hope that helps. Thanks for listening.